It started with a phone call I almost didn't answer. Tuesday night, 7:23 p.m. I was in my office in downtown Seattle, glass of wine in one hand, quarterly reports in the other, feeling pretty damn good. My biotech stocks had just crushed earnings, pushing my net worth north of $340 million. I'd made it, and I was alone, which honestly felt just right until my brother Diego's name lit up my screen. I picked up, already bracing myself. Diego only calls when there's drama. "Carmen," he says, "all serious, we need to talk." Here we go. He launches and tells me he and Jessica, his wife, have decided to take over Mom's finances. Her accounts, her car, even her house. She's getting too old to handle things, he says, like Mom didn't just renew her passport and book a yoga retreat in Bali. I ask him what's really going on, and he says, dead serious, someone responsible has to step in before she makes a bad decision. And by responsible, he means himself. He goes on about preserving the estate for the people who will actually benefit from it. You know, the ones with kids, a mortgage, and apparently zero shame. I stop him. What does Mom think about all this? He doesn't skip a beat. Mom doesn't get a vote. That's when I set down my wine and started listening for real. I asked what kind of erratic behavior they're claiming. He rattles off a list: kitchen renovation, new car, trips to Europe and Tokyo. All stuff she's wanted to do for years, not reckless, just finally living. Then he pivots, tells me I should start taking care of myself because I'm 34 and can't keep relying on Mom. I almost laughed right there, because, see, he really thought I was the one depending on her. I said, Diego, before you start managing Mom's money, maybe check your own accounts. He scoffs. Why would I do that? So I pulled up the records. See, what Diego didn't know, what Jessica never even thought to ask, is that for the last 3 years, I've been covering their bills. Quietly. Through anonymous transfers. Mortgage, car, tuition, credit cards, the works, $2.3 million worth. When the pandemic hit and Diego lost his farmer job and Jessica's marketing work dried up, they went to Mom. And she came to me. She was scared, didn't want to drain her retirement, didn't want to say no to her grandkids' school tuition. So I stepped in. Set up an automated system, made it look like it was coming from her. They never questioned it. Just kept spending. And now they were planning to cut her out and me with her. I told Diego straight, that money? It's mine. Always has been. Every payment you thought came from Mom came from me. He went quiet. I could hear him typing. Then a shaky breath. I've got $847 in checking, he muttered. And $23 in savings, I added. Your credit cards are maxed at $47K. Mortgage is 3 months behind. You've been coasting on help you didn't know you were getting, and now you're trying to take control of the person who made it possible. Jessica started yelling in the background. That can't be right. Carmen doesn't have that kind of money. She works at some tech company. I put the call on speaker. I own the company, I said. Rodriguez Capital Management. $2.4 billion in assets. I've been quietly funding your lives for 3 years. And tonight? That ends. I cancelled every automated transfer while they begged. Mortgage gone. School gone. Car, good luck. They were stunned. Not just by the money, but by the truth. That the irresponsible little sister was the only reason they still had their house, their lifestyle, their illusion of independence. Mom called me the next day, confused, hurt. Diego told her everything, well, his version. So I gave her mine. Told her the truth. About my business, my decisions, the support I'd given, the reasons I kept quiet. She listened, really listened, then said something I'll never forget. "I'm proud of you. And I'm sorry for assuming you needed us when really we needed you." Over the next few weeks, things shifted. Without my support, Diego and Jessica had to adjust fast. They sold their house, moved somewhere smaller. Emma switched schools. Diego took a sales job in biotech. Jessica picked up freelance gigs. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest. Then, out of nowhere, Diego showed up at my office. I'll admit, I was tempted to make him wait, but I let him in. He said, "I owe you more than one apology. I assumed you were struggling, dismissed you, and depended on you without even knowing it." And for once, he meant it. We really talked about how we got here, and how we move forward. I laid out some terms: no more assumptions. No more secrecy. And if we are gonna be a family, it has to be built on truth, not entitlement. And surprisingly, he agreed. It's been 6 months now. They're standing on their own feet. I still check in. Emma sends me her school art projects, but I haven't sent $1 their way since. Because sometimes, the kindest thing you can do isn't writing another check, it's forcing people to look in the mirror. So here's my question to you: was I wrong to cut them off? Should I have kept supporting them for the sake of family? Or did they finally grow up because I stopped saving them? Let me know. I'm really curious where you stand.